Okay, we're going to prime factor two numbers so we can find the greatest common factor and the least common multiple. We're going to use a Venn diagram to organize all this information. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to look at 12 and 20. And what we're going to do is start prime factoring, start with 2, and then work your way up. So I'm looking at the blue 12, and it's even, so I can divide it by 2. And when I do, I'll get 6. So try 2 again, and yes, 6 is divisible by 2. When we divide it by 2, we get 3. And 3 is not divisible by 2, so we move up to 3. Is it divisible by 3? Yes. And when we divide 3 by 3, we get 1. 1 is not a prime number, so I'm just going to write it down there. It is a factor, though. Okay, now 20. So again, we start with 2. Is it divisible by 2? Yeah, even number. When I divide 20 by 2, we get 10. Is that even? Yes, so divide that by 2 again. We get 5. 5 is not divisible by 2 or 3, but it is divisible by 5. One time. Okay, so when we get 1 at the bottom, we know we're done. All right, so what we're going to do is list all the factors of 12. So we've got a 2, and a 3. And I'm looking at the factors of 20. We have 2, 2, and 5. So what do they have in common? Well, they both have 2s. So I'm going to put a 2 in here and another 2, right? Because these 2 2s, these 2 2s, all right? And then what do they have that is non-common? All right, so 12 also has a 3. And 20 has a 5. Okay, so now to find the greatest common factor, well, let's think about it. What do they have in common? They have 2 2s. You multiply those. So 2 times 2 equals 4. That is the greatest common factor, the largest building block common to both 12 and 20. All right, let's look at the least common multiple. To do that, you take one of these numbers, just pick one. Let's pick 12 and multiply it by what it does not have in common with the other. So that's this 5. And 12 times 5 is 60. Now, why do we need these numbers? If you have a difficult fraction addition problem, you're going to have to find a common denominator, which is the least common multiple. Well, that's going to be 60. So the most efficient way to add these two fractions, 1/20th and 1/12th, would be to find the common denominator with 60. All right, well, you already kind of know something about this. 20 times what is 60? Well, that's going to be the 3 over here. So 1 times 3, 3. 12 times what is 60? Well, we know it's that 5. So 12 times 5 is 60. 1 times 5, 5. So if we were going to add these two, we'd get 8/60ths. Now, why do we need to know the greatest common factor? Well, to simplify 12/20ths, to do this in one step, you want to divide by the greatest common factor, which is 4. So 12 divided by 4 equals 3. And 20 divided by 4 equals 5. So there we are. 12/20ths simplifies to 3/5.